Hello everyone. Did you know that making a test in Aware just got easier? My name is Natalie Davis, and I'm going to show you how to make a test today using the new Aware interface in Eduphoria. First thing you're going to need to do is to create a new teacher test, just like you did in the previous version. Create a test, create a new blank test. I named mine Demo, and I put in your grade level, and then go ahead and choose your course. Once you've done that, I'll meet you back here and we'll get started. Once you open up your new test, you're going to see two panels, and I like to work on a big screen, so let's go ahead and go over here to the left and collapse the navigation pane, and you'll have a nice big screen to work with. So very first thing I want to show you is the status. If status is on pending, then that means you can edit and create new testing. If it's on active, that means it's ready to be turned into a live test and you can share it. So for this activity, we're going to leave it on pending. Also, the next thing I wanted to show you was the alternate lettering. If you leave this checked, then all your test questions are going to be A, B, C, D, then F, G, H, and J. If you turn it off, all of your test questions will be A, B, C, D. I'm going to go ahead and leave it checked for this. Now let's look at the other left side panel. Over here on the left, you're going to see the demo. That's the name of my test. Then you're going to see the total questions. Every time you add a new question, the number changes over here. Also, you have the level and the depth of complexity, the depth of knowledge or the complexity of the test. And this right here is my favorite, the standards. Every standard you put in shows up here on the side with a little number beside it. So then you're able to tell if you have 3 questions under 1 TEK or 2 questions under a TEK. Then the type of test questions are listed right here. Now, I like to call this the background of the test, and then this is the actual test itself. So to get started, we're going to click on the plus button. You're going to click Search Item Bank and scroll down, and I'm going to just click any random TEK. There we go. And as you notice now, all of your information showed up on the left, on the right-hand side. This is your sorting area. If I scroll down, I'm going to change these test questions to English and scroll that back. You can also sort them by level. You can sort them by the test bank you want to use, and you can sort them by item type. I'm going to go ahead and show you right here in the middle of the panel, you have a little check mark box. How cool is that? As soon as you check that, you get the test question over here on the left-hand side. Scroll down again. I'll click another TEK. I'm going to put 2 TEKs right here for now, and then all you have to do is click Add to Test. And there we go. Now, if you scroll down, I've got 2 standards that are about rounding to the tenths and the hundredths, and I have 2 level 1 questions. Now I'm going to add another question using a different TEK so you can see what it's like when you have different TEKs added. Let's go with this one, and I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more questions. I like that you can check several questions at one time and then just quickly add them to the test. And there we go. So now I have 2 questions that are representing the value of a digit and decimals through the thousands using expanded notation, and 2 questions on rounding. Now, when you think you're finished and you have enough questions in your test, then you can go over to Layout, and you can change the way you want the test question to look. This is what the actual test would look like, and you can either do it in columns, or you can change it to wide. This is called wide and narrow, half width, or full page. I like to make our test questions all in columns, so I would change mine to columns. You just scroll down to each test question and change them each to columns. And if you look up here, now they're all in a nice little order. And then you can go over to the test key, and I can change these questions around. Let's say I didn't want TEK 52A and 52A to be together. I just quickly grab it and slide it up here, and now it's switched. Well, after you're finished with that, the very last thing you need to do is go ahead and share it with your team. But in order to share it with your team, you're going to need to make that test active. So once you click active, you can share it with your team, my Bulverde Creek 5th grade fabulous team, and you're ready to go. All you have to do is click convert to test team, and voila, you've completed your creation of your test. So that was pretty easy, right? There's so many more things I could show you that come in this new interface, but I'm going to have to save that for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, my name is Natalie Davis, and I'll see you again soon.